Hi everyone, I'm doing a video on basically the Steam controller, mainly because a lot of people using the Steam controller gave up fairly quickly, and the way they use it, or their history of using mouse and gamepads, they hadn't used it for very long and they were expecting it to replace the mouse, or they had never used a gamepad before, and the comparisons were off, and it didn't really jive with my sort of usage history of controllers and stuff. So I'll give you a quick rundown. I've used the 360 pad for about 10 years. Before that, PlayStation 2 pads and PlayStation 1, just about every pad going back to the NES. But the big one is dual analogues. I've been using for a long time, so switching to this was really quite difficult. But I'm finally getting used to it. I can use the mouse as well. I'm good with the mouse, so the temptation to also throw the controller down and grab the mouse was there too. And I've chosen to use Grand Theft Auto as an example because I was getting frustrated using the mouse, and then switching to the 360 pad for driving, I didn't like it. It was very annoying, so I finally stuck with it and gotten used to the Steam controller. A little bit of advice: these face buttons here are really far away. Start getting used to using these here. These are your best friends. These work really well. They're beautifully positioned and they work fantastic. A lot of the reviewers missed out the gyro function. That helps too. I've got my sensitivity on really low. That's about as much as you need. It just helps you inch over for headshots sometimes. I put the sensitivity on ultra low. I'll show you later, but the sensitivity is really low because I don't want to be relying on it. I've also got, for Grand Theft Auto mainly, trackball mode on. Okay, and then left trigger pull, it becomes a mouse. This part here, the haptic pad, becomes a mouse. It just becomes a bit more sensitive. When I pull the left trigger, which is aiming, it also switches to the gyro. Okay, because I don't want it on all the time. I just want it for when I'm aiming here. And with the trackball off, it just seems to work really well with Grand Theft Auto. Like, I want to be able to swivel the camera around and swing it around. For a first-person shooter, I would definitely have that off. Or maybe lower, but I'd probably have it off, to be honest. It just seems to work for Grand Theft Auto. So I'll do a little demo of how you can have a look here of what I'm doing and marry it up with the screen. They should be synced. So, sorry. Let's get some police after me or something. It's almost exactly the same as a 360 pad, the way I've set it up with all the buttons and stuff. I think the back button here is my roll when I'm aiming. Here comes someone. Chopper, where is he? Definitely helps with the chopper. Being able to look up there so quickly, that was always a frustrating part of using the 360 pad. You have to wait for an eternity to aim up into the sky. And this sensitivity is really high, which destroys other kinds of movement. It helps in the car as well, being able to look around so quickly. The shooting in the car is a lot better. A lot better. It's a lot more fun. So I'm probably at the stage where I think I'm better than I ever was with the 360 pad, but the important part is that there's actually room to grow. I know I'll be a lot better, you know, 1-2 more months, imagine after 10 years, than I ever will be with the 360 pad. It's definitely a step forward, and it will never replace the mouse. I'm always better on a mouse, but you can't always use a mouse, and sometimes you just don't want to use a mouse. You want to sit back on a sofa and play a game. It's good for that. And I mean, even now I'm at a desk with a computer monitor, but for playing Grand Theft Auto, I just enjoy using a pad more. I don't like the switching. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you stick with the Steam controller a little bit more and get used to it. If you want to see me do some other videos on some first-person shooters, just leave a comment in the comments section, and thanks for watching.